All right, everybody, welcome to week 2. This week, we're going to jump into Net Academy and do some work in there. Most of this week is just reading, memorizing, and taking a quiz. There's a tiny bit of code at the end, but don't stress over that. By now, you should have all gone into Net Academy, accepted the terms and conditions, done the welcome survey, done this enrollment quiz. If you've not done that, do it immediately, please. This week, we're going to start Module 1. You'll have this video that you're watching right now. Access these links will just jump you right over to Net Academy, and I have it set up so that you can right click on it, open it in a new tab, and it should open the Networking Academy, and then you can just log in from there. You should get this page right here. Again, make sure you've done the terms and conditions. And I think there's a welcome survey or something somewhere. Maybe it's in here. This week, we're going to be doing Module 1. If you've never used Net Academy before, it's pretty simple to navigate through. You can use these buttons at the top to just go screen by screen. It's like a slideshow. I like to use this little menu over here on the left, and it will kind of show you, it's like an outline, basically an overview what's in it. And you can go through each module, and it'll take you from module 1, 2, and 3 and everything. Please note, in the future, we will be doing labs, and I'll ask you for a screenshot. I'll probably cover this again next week, but like, for instance, this lab here, 2-1, I'm going to ask you for a screenshot of this lab. So we're going to want you to type your code in here. Well, let's just do this as a print, right? This is a little print. Here you'll be learning the print function. Type your code, and then you will run it somehow. I forget how to do it. Oh, little play button right here. This will run your code. You click on it, you should see the output down here in the console. What I want in the screenshot is this whole thing. I want to see what the lab says to do, what the objectives are, scenario on this side. I want to see your code, and I want to see the results of your code after it's been run. You can resize these windows however you like. I just make sure that all that information is contained within the screenshot, and I would appreciate it. But back to this week's lesson. After you complete the module 1 in this thingy here, and you go all the way through module 1, and then you're going to do the test. After you complete module 1 and the test, I'm going to show you a different, all of my lessons are going to be done in PyCharm, and that is an IDE, or integrated development environment, for the Python programs. This link, if you click on it, let's see, we'll do the same thing. Right click, open in a new tab, and that doesn't work. Let's see if I just click on it, what happens. Yeah, okay, just click on that one, and then it will take you to the download page. You don't have to do anything. Save this file. It should be, I think the latest release is 21.3.1. I don't think there's anything newer than that. I already have Python installed. Well, let me just do this anyway. You're going to want to save your file. I don't know how much computer experience any of you have, so I'm going to have to do kind of as if you didn't know anything. So if I'm insulting your intelligence, I apologize. But once you save that file, you can go to your downloads, and just for reference again, I'm using Firefox. If you're using a different browser, buttons, downloads, and that kind of thing will be in a different place. But if you use that browser often, you should know where those are. When you open that, run the program and install it. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to install it. but you should get this installer. If it comes up with a thing to install, you need administrator or something, just hit cancel, and then you get this anyway. See, it's telling me I need to uninstall other, because I already have this. What you need to make sure that you remember is the location that you're installing this program. If you're just going to put it in the C drive and let it do all its default stuff, that's great. I put all my programs on a separate drive, but remember where that program is installed. It's going to be important later on. So I'm just going to cancel that. Like I said, I've already got it. And I will open it. Yours is probably going to look a little different than mine. Again, I've had mine installed for quite some time. I've updated it. I've done several projects, so it's going to probably be different. But this is what PyCharm looks like. And your first Hello World project. So let's go back here. Of course, this Hello World assignment, it's going to be the same thing you do in the last lab of Net Academy. Same code, you can copy and paste if you want. It's just I want you to make sure you understand how to use this IDE, PyCharm. So when you start that, just go to File, go to a new Scratch file, and then from the list, you're looking for Python. So just make a new Python file. And I've got a lot of Scratch files. Do your And in order to run this, you're going to, the first time you use it, you're going to need to designate an interpreter. So go to File, Settings, and click on Settings under Python Interpreter. So you'll have this side menu here under Project. You want to go to Project Interpreter, and this will be blank for you. There may be something because of the installation. Like this is my, so this is where I installed PyCharm. That is also where your Python executable will be. So just select that. It should be there for you by default, I hope. If it's not, you will have to just add, go to the little gear icon, add, and then tell it where the python.exe file is. Wherever you installed PyCharm, it will have also installed Python. PyCharm, Python. So once you have your interpreter set up, oops, did I do that by accident? I did that by accident. Switch that back. You probably won't have many of anything in here. These are all extra libraries that I've put in here, so don't worry about those. Click OK, and then you can right click, go to Run, and you should see, obviously if you wrote this code, this is your output, and it'll show you where your Scratch file is located, your output, and then a closing exit code. After you've done that run with the right click the first time, then you can just come up here into this gutter, what they call it, and click on the play button. That's a run button, play button. And that will, in the future, run all of your code. And if you notice, again, if I just create a new Scratch file, Python's back at the top now, and I do some other code. Oh, Lord have mercy. Got butterfingers. Again, it's not up here. And I think it was probably because of the Scratch file. They're not yet saved. They're really temporary files until you save them as something else. We'll get into that later. So you gotta, every time you create one, you gotta right click, run it, see that it's run properly, it's some other code. And now this up here will let me run Scratch 40 with just the play button. It'll run it every time. If you have a saved, let's see if this will run. I don't know. It's not open. Oh, it does say. I think this is, Yeah, this is your final exam right here. You're going to make a calculator that works. But we'll talk about that later. I just want you to familiarize yourself with this. For this week, all you have to do is screenshot this right here. Again, I want to see, the important things really are, I see your code, which is one line, and I see the output down here after you've run the code. Again, I'm accepting a screenshot this week. Next week, I think we will start saving the actual Python files, and that is what you will submit. But I'll do another video then. Let me make sure that's what I said. Yeah, just take a screenshot of the program printing hello world, and that's great. That is all you will need to do. So that is week 2. We'll get into week 3. Again, like I said, you're going to have some screenshots to do, and I'll do a video every week, or try to. If you have any questions, if you've not been able to get into Net Academy, if you can't install the software, anything, any issues that prevent you from submitting the work, I need to know immediately. You let me know soon, we can do something about it. If you let me know Sunday night and everything's due on Monday, I'm not going to be in too much of a hurry to help you. But if you let me know early, we can work something out. Again, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email. Thanks a lot.